The top second baseman free agent option for 2025 season is signed a one-year deal and more than I thought he would get. Let's get into it.
Fly ball right field.
And that is hit hard. It's a base hit. And
lifts the fly ball left center field. First pitch, deep and stop deep in the hole from Tommy Edman.
Left field, and the Yankees have blown it open.
Torres sends a fly ball to right center field. Abreu on the run. He's at the track. He turns and watches it go. Gleyber Torres with a leadoff home run.
Welcome to Touch and Base Podcast. If you like free stuff, leave comments down below for the giveaway. Why not? Every Friday, I announce a winner and you get free stuff. And then we start it all over again on Saturday. And then on Friday, we announce another guy. All you have to do is comment and be subscribed. And yeah, you get free stuff. So, Gleyber Torres, now debatably the number one second baseman free agent who did not extend with the Yankees after this 2024 season. Now, defensively, this is not the ideal guy you want to have on the field, but can he take care of routine plays at second base? Yes, but ultimately you want him for his bat. So you might ask, how is he the most valuable second base option? I mean, mainly because there are very few options to begin with. And hey, real quick, just a PSA, 98% of you watching aren't subscribed, and if you're still watching the video all the way up to this point, join the channel because you love baseball, and I would really appreciate it. Click that button. Thank you. On top of there being few options, it was just a straight-up down year for Torres. In 2023, he hit .273 with an OPS of 800 with 25 home runs and only 14% strikeout rate. In 2022, he had 24 home runs and had an OPS of 761. Last year, only hit 15 home runs, and at age 28, slapping an average of .257 with an OPS of 708. That's only .03 points below league average. It's amazing how quickly fans turned on him. Now, compared to the entire MLB starting second base position, this is actually really good. He had the 6th highest OPS, 9th most home runs, drove in the 5th most RBIs, and had the 4th most hits as a second base playing at least 100 games. When you're finishing in your top 10 in pretty much every category for your specific position, teams have to take it into consideration versus comparing him to like Juan Soto, Bobby Witt Jr., or Jose Ramirez. Now, if you go online, the amount of faith that's lost in Gleyber Torres makes it seem like he's like Javier Baez, but we'll get to him in a second. I don't know if this changes your mind, but comment your thoughts down below and opinions on what you think of him anyways, because I'm kind of curious. Anyways, today, the Tigers, yes, the Detroit Tigers, who pay basically nothing for their players, they saw the opportunity and they signed him to a one-year, $15 million deal to be their starter in 2025. I know a lot of people on X are talking about how he could only get a prove-it-deal contract, and with a team that literally spent less on their entire playoff team than the Astros did on their closer alone. But this isn't a bad deal for Gleyber and holds a lot of upside to Detroit. Torres would be the highest paid infielder behind Javi Baez, who is making $25 million for the next 3 years, and he only played 80 games last year and hit up 184 and an OPS of 515, which is terrible. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that this signing makes the Tigers offensively significantly better. I mean, look at the stats in Comerica Park over the years for Gleyber Torres. He's only had 53 at-bats, but in those, he has an OPS of 1,000. He bats .283. He has 5 home runs, and he's never hit into a double play. This feels like a ballpark he can kind of bring back his 2023 numbers, if you ask me. Defensively, yeah, you may be able to argue that it's gotten worse, but that begs the question, what is Detroit going to do with all these extra infielders? Javier Baez has a 10-team no-trade clause. Unknown what those teams are, but it still does leave 19 other options for a trade if they wanted to clear payroll and grab a new shortstop like Ha-Seong Kim, or move one of their four second basemen over to shortstop. But then what do you do with Wensil Perez and Trey Sweeney? So at second base, you have Gleyber Torres. Fine with me. I think that's a great addition. But yet you have a 2020 5th round pick in Colt Keith. You have Zach McKinstry and Andy Ibanez, who took a significant leap in performances last year, all riding the bench. Over at third base, you have Josh Young's little broski, the 2022 number 1 round pick, Jace Young. And then at first, you have the disappointing, but I'm not saying he's washed by any means, Spencer Torkelson, who was the 2020 first round pick. Now, logically, I would look at offensive production and put Andy Ibanez at shortstop and trade some of these high potential infielders for pitching. If you can, clear Baez from your payroll, grab a 6th rotation arm and repeat your 2024 season. It's a good problem to have, and with such a young team, your risk for injury is lower than a lot of the AL Central. This is mostly just my opinion, and I kind of want your guys'. So, comment what you think of this signing, because if you're a Tigers fan, how do you want your infield to look? And are you even excited to see Gleyber Torres on this team? And if not, why? Because I would be ecstatic if I were you. Remember to subscribe, leave your thoughts down below, enter the giveaway, and I will see you beautiful baseball people later.